Hi everyone, or probably more like anyone who's still out there. I'm posting this just in case I still have 1 or 2 subscribers who might be interested in hearing how this channel started and also how it ended. My YouTube story definitely didn't start with Countdown Central. In the early days of YouTube, I was a prepubescent kid making silly vlogs on a channel that no longer exists because my friends at school found out about them and made fun of me. Fast forward some years and I tried to become the next big Call of Duty commentator back when that was blowing up on YouTube with Machinima and all of the original guys like Hutch and Wings of Redemption. When that didn't work, I tried my hand at World of Warcraft, then Minecraft, and the list goes on. I first started this channel because I found myself learning interesting facts from list videos, and I thought what better way to keep learning things than by producing my own content and sharing it with people. It was purely a hobby at this stage, and rightly so. My videos were terribly produced, even for 2014's YouTube. They also definitely haven't aged well.
The kissing bug received its appropriate name.
I talked super slowly, had static images, not exactly great audio, and the scripts weren't anything to write home about either. But as I got more into it, I started improving the quality slowly and also fell in love with making videos like I had never done before. It was at the end of 2014 with this channel, Countdown Central, where I felt like I finally found my purpose on this crazy thing called YouTube. If any of you have ever started a YouTube channel in the hopes of growing your audience, you know that it can be a difficult process. It's hard and sometimes demotivating to spend hours making videos for them to receive 20 views, all of them from yourself. But I stayed consistent and started trying to advertise my channel to attract viewers. First, I paid Google to run some ads on YouTube. I quickly realized that that was unsustainable. I wasn't exactly making much money from my job at the time. Then I turned to Twitter and spammed my way through over like 10,000 tweets or something crazy like that. I would find people who were following larger, more successful channels like Danger Dolan or Wacky Wednesday at the time, if any of you remember those people, and would message them only once, inviting them to my channel since they most likely were into watching list videos. I'm definitely not proud of this and would strongly discourage anyone from spamming, but I was really motivated and it did pay off. I slowly started building my subscriber base, first to 50, then 100, 150, and so on. I was actually very pleased with the progress and it motivated me even more to keep making videos and improve them. During this time I started investing into some equipment as well. I bought a better microphone and built a new PC from my savings that would much better handle my editing process. A few months went by and things were looking good. I had around 400 subscribers at this stage and I had just launched a video that would take this channel to the next level. Of course, I had no idea at the time that this would happen. The video I'm talking about is 10 bizarre animal mating rituals. Of course, if you look at the thumbnail, you can probably guess why it took off. Anyway, I'm sitting at my job and of course I would often check my YouTube channel because that's what YouTubers do in the beginning. You check your channel every 2 minutes just in case you have a new subscriber or a new comment. And I remember when I checked my latest video, I see that it had been getting like 1,000 or 2,000 views every hour. Those numbers were crazy to me. My videos were getting somewhere between 100 to 200 views. The next few days were insane. I would wake up in the morning and the video had tens of thousands of new views, and my subscriber count doubled overnight and just kept on going. Now I knew I was really onto something, and that if I kept going, I could make it big. So keep going I did. I upgraded my microphone again, and I'm gonna stop mentioning my new microphones at this point because I ended up upgrading like 7 more times in 2 years. Seriously, why did I need this many microphones? The videos were becoming better too. I had better audio, improved at editing and design. Things were looking good. Once you gain some momentum on YouTube, things become much easier, you know? Just keep going, produce the best content you can, and chances are you will grow. I published another video, 10 most shocking world records, that would go on to be my most successful video ever and get over 12 million views eventually. Something you may be wondering at this point is, was I making money? And yes, money started coming in every month, and as the views grew, so too did the income. I reinvested quite a lot of this money back into the channel through equipment, but I also had money left over for myself, which was amazing. Here I was, 20 years old with a full-time job and receiving revenue from my hobby, making videos. Well, time went on and the channel grew. During this time, I made a big change in my life in that I moved from the UK over to Sweden and started a new job. Around this time, I actually had an important decision to make. My salary at my new job was around the same amount as the money I received from YouTube. So, should I quit my job and do this thing full time? Or should I play it safe and carry on? Well, I took the safe route. YouTube has always been, and still is, very inconsistent as a form of revenue. If you're at the top of the food chain, of course it really doesn't matter if your revenue drops a little. But if you're one of the smaller guys who are just getting by when things are good, then you can't afford for things to go bad, otherwise you have no money. Plus, I didn't mind having two incomes. I started noticing a trend in my videos. The ones that were totally crazy with titles and thumbnails that were just over the top did really well, whereas videos that were more serious, like animals in danger of extinction, did not do so well. I didn't really like this trend because I realized that the videos I actually enjoyed making flopped, whilst the ones that succeeded I only made because I felt like I had to in order to bring in viewers to get money. In hindsight, that is an important lesson. If you're in this YouTube thing purely for the money, you are very unlikely to succeed in the long term. I kept going with it and the channel was doing just fine, but it started feeling less like a hobby and more like a second job, which is ultimately what it was. There are some videos in my catalog that I am genuinely proud of, but over time, more and more of them were just clickbait. There, I said it. I was baiting people into clicking on my videos with misleading titles and thumbnails. And ultimately, I think this is the reason why I eventually gave up on the channel. If you look at list channels today, 3 years after I quit actively making videos, this is pretty much all they do. Not everyone, but most, and especially the largest channels. I realized that I wasn't adding value to anyone's life with the content that I was producing. On top of that, I had no social life. I spent most of my free time making videos. I was also really out of shape, tired most of the time, and for a while I was even struggling with my job. I slowly fell out of love with making videos and started procrastinating and avoiding making videos until I knew I had to. In March 2017, I posted a video and after that, I just stopped. First I said I'd take a week off. That turned into 2, and that turned into a month. I had received a promotion at work, so that probably had something to do with it as well, but I also started trying to take care of myself more, exercising, socializing, and generally getting my shit together. And that was it really. I tried to come back to it a year and a half later, but of course by this point I lost most of my audience. Plus, I quickly remembered why I stopped in the first place. I just didn't enjoy it anymore. And that brings us to today. I wanted to share my journey because I think it was an interesting one and there were definitely some lessons along the way. Am I done being a YouTuber? No, I don't think I will ever be done. I somehow always end up on this platform doing something because underneath it all, I enjoy making videos. I recently started a small channel currently sitting on an impressive 6 subscribers called Quick Tech News. The idea is simple. I want to report on important news in the technology industry, but with very quick and to the point videos. It's early days, but so far I really love making videos again. I'm learning new things just like I was in the beginning with Countdown Central. And best of all, I don't have to make videos on shocking truths about the porn industry or people with crazy body parts. If you're interested in checking that out, I'll leave a link to the channel in the comments. If not, that's totally cool, and I hope you've enjoyed my story. Take care, and goodbye to Countdown Central. It's been a wild ride.